I started studying in SDAK when I was 4 to 6 years old, so that was during 2010 to 2012. I cannot really remember what was taught during school, but I find the physical features of the classroom and the mini swimming pool quite familiar. And I also remember that the teachers taught us some Bible stories, which was how I got to know God at a very young age. Throughout the pandemic, I had to connect with my friends via voice calls because of all the regulations and how we couldn't meet up physically. And I think I got really close to this friend who is also a Christian, and we will often watch his church online service together. Frequently, he will also share with me about what he does at his church, and I thought that it was quite meaningful, and that was when my curiosity for Christianity sparked. And also during the pandemic, I felt quite lonely, and what made things worse was that I was also struggling with my studies. So at that point in time, I also realized that most of my friends that I hang out with were Christian, and that was when I was really wondering what this religion was about. And I asked my friends whether I should come to a church, and they encouraged me to come if I wanted to. So I contacted Jurong Church because it was a familiar place, and also because it's quite near to my house. I think at first it was a bit awkward and scary because even though I knew this place, the physical features of the place, but I didn't really know the people here, and this is the first church that I've ever been to, and I don't usually know what people do at church. Initially, I thought that this was a very weird experience because it's the first time that I come to a church. I think the people in church were quite friendly to me, and I specifically remember a few people such as Jevon, Aaron, Valencia, Jolene and Alyssa, who were genuinely trying to welcome and accept me into this church, and I'm very grateful for that because that made me feel more comfortable coming to this new environment and coming to church in general. I think coming to know Jesus has changed my life drastically. Firstly, I used to study every day, including the Sabbath, so that made me feel very burnt out easily, and also because I couldn't get proper rest away from my studies. Ever since I joined church, I try my best not to study on the Sabbath and instead spend more time with God and also with my church friends by coming to church. And I've been able to feel more relaxed on the Sabbath, and I don't feel that burnt out easily. I think ever since I got to know about God, my mental health has improved a lot. In the past, I used to be very anxious and worried about my responsibilities or when things in life didn't go my way. And I didn't really have anyone to talk to about it, so I tend to bottle up these emotions to myself, and that was very detrimental to my mental health. But ever since I got to know about God, I realized that He's someone that I can readily depend on when I stumble in life. So when I feel anxious or worried about certain things at school, I can talk to Him about it, and it makes me feel more peaceful because I know that I'm not alone. And I'm also very grateful to be able to find a very supportive group of friends and community in church who will pray for me when I'm facing difficulties in life. I want to get baptized because I feel that after my personal experiences with God, I know that He's the right person to follow, and I want to follow Him. After I get baptized, I want to be able to help more people to know about God and also to continue my Bible studies. Hi everyone, I'm Christelle and I'm currently 17 this year.